welcome to Nashua ETV's broadcast of the 5th annual New Hampshire Girls High School Hockey Invitational. It's really our ETV summer cooler. Here at Tri-Town Arena. You've heard of the Nesson summer coolers when I redo the Bruins games. We give you live action. It is a great event here at Tri-Town Arena. John Good it's his brainchild, the former VP of the Lowell Spinners and Nashua Silver Knights. He is a big aficionado of high school girls hockey, and he feels that at that age level that there wasn't enough attention drawn to it over the years. So he came up with this event 5 years ago, and it has been a resounding success, Jason. I'm with Jason Roby, Dylan Smith, and Michaela Savageau on production. Pete Johnson, our executive producer. And yes, Jason and I are wearing layers right now because we are open air in the hockey arena. So
crazy weather here, Tom, right? I mean, in the state of New Hampshire, we've had rain. It's been cold. It's been 100+ degrees, but always can rely on the Tri-Town Arena to provide the coolest of atmospheres. We have our sweatshirts on. We're going to see a really good game here, this first game between the freshmen and the sophomores. Team King is in red, Team Flanagan is in white. And speaking to John Good before this one, he said this freshman-sophomore game will probably be the best one of the 5 that we will have seen.
Yeah, I looked at some of the names involved, and of course, Carly Green stands out because she plays for BG, Bishop Girton, and actually we're going to have her dad, Daryl, a former hockey coach, in between periods, between the second and third period. But I looked at that, and I was like, you know what? I was expecting her, because she's played so long at BG, to be in the second game. So
right.
You've got some talent in this game. There have been a couple of years where you can see the difference between the two games, and there have been a couple of years where you can't. Now, for those of you who this is a new event for, the teams are named after the Olympians that come from New Hampshire. And, of course, Katie King from Salem, Team King, they're in red, no relation, by the way. And Team Flanagan, Kale Flanagan, who was from Burlington, Mass, and moved up to Hudson right when she was in the Olympics. Her family moved. And Team Flanagan in the white jerseys, and that's the first game. And we'll bring you this one. And then later on, you'll be able to see the second game. Team Dunn, Tricia Dunn, the former Pinkerton Academy star who played for the Team USA, and Tara Mounsey, the former Concord, New Hampshire star in the Team Mounsey. So
all 4 of those young women, Tom, all 4 of those young women, gold medalists.
Yep.
No shortage there of success. Their post-high school and collegiate careers, and well representing the women's game. And certainly this didn't exist back when they were playing. They all played, on boys' teams,
right.
and made names for themselves. But now you're going to see this freshman-sophomore game. There's 35 girls here playing in our first one. That are 19 of them play prep school, 9 of them play in the public school leagues, and 7 play either academy or club teams. So
right.
27 different New Hampshire cities and towns will be represented in this first game, and Bedford has the most players with 4, followed by Exeter with 3. Some of those names that we'll be talking a little bit about during the course of this first game is freshmen Liza DeMaine, Brooke Fallon, Allegra Jenkins, and Paisley Meyer. They've all been selected, Tom, to attend the USA Hockey National Camp in Minnesota this summer. So no shortage of talent there.
Now, it is some great talent. I remember one of the first nights, a couple of the players had zipped up here from Hockey Night in Boston to play.
That's right.
In this game, and made immediate impacts. One of the goaltenders a couple of years ago. This game, the first game was in 2020 during the pandemic. They got the permission to play it. I believe then they only played 1 game, if I'm not mistaken. And then it expanded the next year once the pandemic lifted to 2 games, and it's been that way ever since, if memory serves me correctly.
I think you're right, Tom, and kind of talking about expanding, when you talk about the equity, John Good had mentioned that some of the boys have mentioned that they would like to have a game like this one here for the boys' side of things.
Yes.
And that would be interesting. That'd be another
very
night for you,
interesting.
Tom. Another.
Yes, you're smiling, Jason Roby, and I know why. It would be another night in a hockey rink in the summertime.
Yes, well.
Yep,
but
that's true.
If there's one thing that we know we're going to get here tonight is some excellent hockey, some back and forth action. These girls, it's like speed skating down there, and you're going to be impressed by the speed of not just the second game, but this first game by some of these young ladies. The back and forth, the pace, the frenetic pace at which they play. It's certainly something to behold. It's a different level, Tom, than we're used to seeing with the high school league at the NHIAA level, isn't it?
It definitely is a different level because a lot of these kids are prep school kids, right? That's the way it is now. And we're Nashua ETV, so the Nashua players in this game, for Team King in this game, Kate Tarr, forward, she goes to Lawrence Academy, and also Victoria Hausberger. And I did a story on her sister who played in this game because her sister played overseas in Sweden. So so her younger sister now, Victoria, who goes to Lavelle Academy, is going to be playing in this game. She is from Nashua as well for Team King. Now, Team Flanagan, there are no Nashua players, but of course a Bishop Girton player, Carly Green, who lives in Milford. Darryl Green teaches at Nashua North, the former Nashua North head hockey coach when it was just the one team, no co-op team, back about 10 years ago, if memory serves me correct. So, this is going to be a very interesting event.
Tom, in talking to John prior to this event, and as we said in the pregame, there's no shortage of talent here in this first game. We talked about the freshman young ladies who have been selected to attend USA National Camp in Minnesota this summer, but there are also young ladies who are New England District All-Stars for USA Hockey. Alexine Bolio, Madison Byer, Kelsey Corshane, Cora Davidson, River Grady, Katie Millette, Lexi Morris, and then those are the freshmen, sophomores, Victoria Hausberger and Lila Rahn, also New England District All-Stars. We talked about the NHIAA. They were first-team All-State players. Madison Byer.
Yep.
Cassidy Libby was named second-team All-State. Eliza Farwell and Madison Mann, All-State honorable mention. I mean, there is a ton of talent here. Lucy Braga, a member of the Hanover High School State Championship team. So you're going to see some fantastic hockey here from these 35 young ladies. Before we meet the starting teams, just want to remind everybody that the uniforms are Team USA Hockey themed in order of the 4 Olympians. And the voice that you're hearing now behind me, Peter Mundy from Hockey East and the Boston Marathon, is providing the PA here tonight.
One thing also keep in mind, the periods are full 20-minute periods. 3 20-minute periods in each game.
That's probably your favorite part of this stuff.
I say exactly. More hockey, right?
Number 2, Alex and Bollier.
Yeah, we're going to meet the starting, or rather both teams. And some of these young ladies we just spoke about in the pregame.
And the one thing that always strikes me, there's always a good crowd for this game.
This crowd right now, Tom, is as good as I remember it for the first game, and we've done this each of the last few years here.
Sitting in the crowd, but we're not sitting in the crowd now. We've got an open window from the concourse, so we've got a great view.
Well, the bigger this game becomes, the bigger our production becomes, Tom.
That's true.
Caroline Schmidt. She's being accompanied by Natalie Anderson and Aurora Larrabee.
And they have some youth hockey players that are being escorted out with the starters and with the players.
Number 21, Katie Millette. From Londonderry, number 24, Addison Roy. From Rochester, number 29, Abigail Brennan. She's being accompanied by Tenley Brennan. From Keene, number 30, Serena Cassidy.
We'll have some interviews for you in between periods.
Greenland, number 34, Paisley Mayer.
between the first and second will be Kensley Good,
Number 35,
who will be attending her senior year next year
At Cushing Academy.
Cushing Academy.
From
Yep.
Northwood, number 36, Evelyn Hepler.
As Tom mentioned,
From Pelham,
Daryl
number
Green between the second
63,
and third periods.
Kaylee Norton. And from Concord, number 88, Brooke Nelson. She's being accompanied by Reese Nelson. The coaches for Team Flanagan are Julie Pellerin, Julia
A lot of the girls,
and
Tom, have been
Andrea
asking
Cobb.
John Good about potentially having an alumni game here at some point as well, which would be pretty exciting.
An alumni game.
Another game.
of this game.
From Portsmouth, number 6, Emily Hester. From Effingham, number 7, Cassidy Libby.
Meeting Team King right now.
From Nashua, number 8, Kate Tarr. She's being accompanied by Matea Bellini.
Okay, Tar coming out from
Exeter,
Nashua.
number 9, Madison Mann. She's being accompanied by Natalie Mann. From Bedford, number 10, Brooke Fallon. From Newmarket, number 11.
Yeah, where
Paul
is
Davidson
everybody
being
coming from? They're coming from Hudson, Exeter, Hanover, Concord, Rye, Wolfboro, Bedford, Manchester, Milford, Hampton, Londonderry, Rochester, Keene, Greenland, Candia, Northwood, Pelham, and Concord. That's Team Flanagan.
Paisley, Glidden. From Exeter,
Team
number
King,
14,
Bedford,
Allegra
Exeter,
Jenkins.
Portsmouth, Effingham, Nashua, Exeter, Bedford, Newmarket, Stratham, Bow, Exeter, Portsmouth, Lee, Manchester, Bedford, Nashua, and Wyndham. And the one thing, Jason Roby, is you get players that don't play for the NHIAA. We lose track of where they are and how they're doing and how they're playing. Like a Kinsley Good,
That's
who
right.
would be a standout, for Miss BG if she went there, which I think she was there earlier in her junior high career.
And that's one of the things that's very similar to the boys' game, right, Tom? Is the junior hockey leagues that these kids play in, and we'll talk to Daryl Green about that in between the second and third, periods. But for those folks that are interested in finding out the differences and why kids might choose juniors and so forth over playing at the high school level of the NHIAA.
And now, fans, would you all please
We'll take this moment for the national anthem, and we'll be back with the dropping of the puck right after this. All right, we are ready here to drop the puck, and Tom was incorrect in his assessment that there are 17-minute periods, Tom, not 20-minute periods.
That's a change because the website had 20. So that is a change.
So there it is.
Yep.
They're obviously sensitive, Tom, to the timing of where you need to be.
I did not say a word to anyone, just so you know. After someone who sat through a 2-hour and 45-minute, 7-inning game at the Silver Knights today.
Outstanding.
No, it wasn't.
Silver Knights coming out on top of things, Tom. That's
that is good.
clearly what I meant.
They're leading in game 2, but here's... Oh, that's right. The jailbreak for
the
power
jailbreak
plays. That's
penalty
right.
shot, which
that's the best part of this.
that we look forward to that.
Right. Now
Not the penalties, but the jailbreak.
The jailbreak.
I think it'd be a great way to start the game.
Yep, definitely.
John Good walking by and
But see,
reminding us.
Here's what I would do with the non-hockey. We talk about baseball, right? Here's what I would do for any reliever who comes into a game, any pitcher who is pitching with a 6-run lead in a game, and walk someone a lap around the stadium. For every walk.
Tom, of the mindset where you use running as punishment.
The Silver Knights bullpen would be in the best shape of anybody's. So we are set to go here, and Jason Roby will take it away with the play-by-play.
All right, we are ready as we have Team King in red, Team Flanagan in white. Puck is dropped, and Team King takes control of the puck. It goes back around their net. They'll reverse direction, going right to left here on your dial. Puck gets cleared. Giving chase is Alexine Bolio, first to get it. Finds her teammate. And we mentioned you'll have to watch the speed here, Tom. These girls just fly. Pucks
there's the first shot
at
right
the gate.
there.
And it laying in front of the crease.
Just cleared away in front of the crease by the defense for Team King.
Trying to keep the control of the puck. Team King fought for behind the net.
There's a lot of traffic down there.
Yeah, we're trying to get a little bit better view here.
Shot in a save, and now it's going to be a breakout now for the red team.
And that was a Victoria Hausberger. We've called her name before. Stolen. Team Flanagan gathers at the blue line. Partial change, and now a full. Team King reverses it up the ice. They caught center ice. Puck gets cleared down behind the net. Fought for, taken by Team King. Good stick handling by Lila Ron, but she has her pocket picked. Poke checked away.
Oh,
and there's our first penalty, Tom. Are we going to see a jailbreak?
We will see the jailbreak.
Need to play some AC/DC in the background here. So
fans, you'll be treated. This will be a treat for you. Puck is put at center ice.
So everybody needs to be behind the opposite blue line.
So everybody's behind the opposite blue line, as the PA announcer just said. And the skater will go. And here we go.
Paisley Mayer.
And she's got a break in.
Wrister.
Save.
Kick save and a beauty. Around the right it goes. Good back and forth action here. You had your first jailbreak opportunity, stonewalled at the gate. Another steal, turnover in the zone.
Well, this is a dominating offensive performance by this team, Team Flanagan.
Back the other way comes Team King. She's got a step, does Brooke Fallon. Behind the net, looking for help. Had it there. Pass broken up. Taken by Paisley Meyer. She loses control. Back around we go. Broken up again. So having trouble clearing the zone was Team Flanagan. They finally do. This is Green, uses the boards to pass to herself. Down in the corner it goes. Battle. Taken by Team King. Wrap around. And again having trouble clearing the zone. Off the boards, poked away. Team Flanagan will reset. That was Alexine Bolio who dumped it in the zone.
Puck possession right now has been going ever since this game started to Team Flanagan.
They've had the best chances thus far. A couple of saves by the netminder for Team King.
Now remember, there's no checking, there's no body checking in girls hockey, and the most often called penalty is what we just saw, the tripping call.
We'll get an icing call here, and And the teams will be full strength for the entire game, Tom, with
Right.
the jailbreak opportunities. So face-off will come down into the Team Flanagan zone. And that was Libby winning the draw. Puck controlled. Dump back in behind the net. And a scrum there.
Oh, there it is. 5, 6 players involved in that.
Good job by Team
breakout.
Flanagan to break it out. 3-on-2 opportunity. Wrister kicked away. Almost a knuckleball, or a knuckle puck as it were. Cassidy Libby clears it around the right side, doing battle there. Looks like Ronick, and they can't clear the zone.
That's Mackenzie Ayew in goal.
Oh,
She is from Bedford. She plays for the high school team in Bedford.
a fan there from Amherst Danielson. And back the other way, 2-on-1 opportunity.
Oh,
Good
nice
defense there. A little poke check with the stick. And
Good.
there'll be a face-off.
Good breakup.
In the Flanagan
just,
zone.
Just couldn't control where the puck went off the deflection, and instead it came back towards the crease.
Well, Team King getting some offensive zone time here. Brooke Fallon.
And Serena Casson from Keene, the goalie,
Wrister.
and makes the save right there.
Johnny on the spot.
Yep.
Nice save there by the goaltender, Serena Casson, excuse me. And a good job of playing that angle. Made it look easy. The draw, once again, is won by Team King. They'll set back up, dump it back into the zone.
Oh, nice feed in front. Whoa.
And what an opportunity there as the bounce of the puck goes right to the stick of Cora Davidson, who had a nice look at it. It was shot on net and deflected out of play, so we'll have another face-off in the zone.
That's a golden opportunity, just a little high deflection.
That puck gets cleared, and it'll be a foot race. And icing will be called.
Yep, icing on that play.
So we'll come back and we'll do it all over again. 12:04 to go here in the first period. We are knotted at 0. Jason Roby and Tom King on the call for you.
One penalty, one breakout, jailbreak.
Well, both
play.
goaltenders, Tom, have been up to the challenge thus
Yeah.
far. There have been some pretty easy looks that have been thwarted. And we might have another one here as Team Flanagan out on the break. Good poke check, gone away. And back the other way comes Team King.
Almost another tripping call, but there was no puck possession, so they didn't call it.
They'll reverse it back behind the net. A little forecheck action here. Team Flanagan trying to clear the zone, finding the sledding tough. And again, these young ladies really haven't played a lot with one another.
No, there's no practice. And unlike, as I told you, I was at Chad practice earlier this week for the Chad game. That's a 10-day
Right.
practice every day deal. This is no practice at all. Oh, here's
Another
a
steal here. It was Madison Mann stonewalled at the gate, puts it back in the crease and cleared away. No one home on the backside. They keep the zone. Team King. They
All right.
lose the handle.
Team King not able to finish. That's been the problem. They've had great chances in front lately and just have not been able to finish it.
That was Kate Tarr, had the puck hit away from her, but cleaning it up was Eliza Farwell.
Their bodies are getting tangled up. Here's another chance in
Wrister!
front.
No.
Too many bodies.
Another
deflected.
good opportunity, though, for Team King. They've started to find their time in the Team Flanagan zone. Another breakaway opportunity, backhand! And it is a goal!
Yes.
And it was a nice one. Went from the forehand to the backhand, left-hand side of the goalie. Puts the biscuit in the basket. That was number 34, Paisley Meyer. Out of Greenland and Phillips Exeter. So Team Flanagan is on the boards. 1-0. 10:26 to go here. Draw is won by Team King. Racing up the middle of the ice. Victoria Hausberger had it broken up. Goalie lost track of it, tried to kick it to the right, lost the handle. Back the other way comes Team Flanagan. 2-on-2 opportunity. And good defense there displayed by Team King, yet they cannot clear the zone.
Kept in. Green wants the puck.
She was calling for it. Shot is kicked out to the right.
Yeah, she got knocked down.
Thought we would see another call. Tom just wants to see another jailbreak.
Right, exactly.
1-on-3 here. Kate Tarr going behind the net, keeps control of it. Looking for help, broken up. And Team King playing with a little more fire, even though they are behind 1-0 here early in the first period. Puck comes to Bolio. She clears it around. And it is tied up on the far side of the boards, just in front of the Flanagan bench. Team King keeps the zone. Shot, pad save to
Quick
the left.
shot, too.
And that one gets cleared the length of the ice. And there is icing called, so we'll come back and we'll do it all over again.
A lot of good offensive chances in this first period for both teams. And it's a 1-0 game, 8:56 to play in the first period.
I'm impressed with the speed thus far, Tom. I'm remembering that these are freshmen and sophomores. These young ladies can go. Draw one there by Team Flanagan. Cleared around the backside.
I don't know.
They clear the zone.
Look at this.
Dragged down, no call.
No, clean
Thought we
play.
might see something. I think that was Danielson who was making the bid.
Clean play, but a steal.
Got it back, nobody in front, and another save.
This traffic in front is really, really incredible.
Danielson keeps it in the zone, deflected in front on the snapshot.
They're not settling for long shots. They're going right in, right inside.
Corshane cleared it around the back.
Of course, the one thing, Jason Roby, that we talk about is what this does. This is really for the college coaches to take a look, right? This great exposure for these kids, and they are showing it right now.
A lot of talent down there, down on the ice. It's a nice move by Fallon.
Yeah, Fallon with a great stick handle.
Tied up. Front of the net it goes. Trying to get their spacing is Team King, and they cannot do it. Breaking it out is, looks like number 26, I think. I don't know if we have that. That was 36, excuse me. That was Evelyn Hepler out of Brewster Academy. And Souza will clear the zone. Partial change. Good job there by Team Flanagan getting back.
Yeah, and a 1-on-4 too, and that because of the line change, so that put Team King in a little bit of a deficit there, and now all of a sudden there'll be another line change for Team
Oh, and I think they might catch him here, Tom. They had an opportunity. They caught him in a partial change, but couldn't take advantage of it.
Couldn't.
We'll get an offside call here.
Because it was only a partial.
Correct.
So we have 6:56 to play, 1-0 to score.
And Tom, you've called a few of these games with me. Are you noticing the difference in the speed of the game from the first couple of years that we've seen it from the freshman sophomore standpoint?
In this game, a little bit. I'm looking more. There hasn't been a lot of high flying speed, Jason. I'm just looking more at how the teams are not settling for shooting from the outside. They are going right down low.
That was Mackenzie Ayew on the save there. She's been tested early.
Yeah, if you have a shot, if you have the whiteboard, you're looking at ... all around the goal.
A lot of shots on net. Both goalies have been up to the challenge, just the 1-0 advantage, and it could be more than that, as breaking back out the other way is Kate Tarr. She comes down the left side, dumps it off, and doing battle was Madison Mann. She was checked on the play by, I think that was Abigail Brennan.
What I'm noticing more than the speed is I'm noticing some physical play on both sides. I'm noticing great forechecking by the forwards to go down low and bull their way in front of the net and get good positioning.
The skill development too, Tom. I'm seeing some good stick handling.
Yeah, very good stick handling, because a lot of times you know, you're not passing as much because you don't know the other kid, right?
Timing is everything,
Yeah.
and knowing where your teammate's going to be is.
Now here's a
Slap shot from the point, deflected in
Doesn't make it.
front, was a good look by Hausberger. I think it caught her own teammate.
Yep.
But put the puck on net, and there was some traffic in front of the net that certainly would have caused a diversion. Gathered there by Paisley Meyer. She wraps it around. Battle coming back the other way was Team King. And a check there. Another no call. So the officials letting him bump a little bit down there, which
a little bit of bumping, and that's the way the game has gone. Look at this. That's great speed to go back and retrieve the puck, take it away.
Puck is deflected, zone is cleared. It was good work there by Cassidy Libby to clear the zone. Getting an emergency weather alert on my phone here.
Yep, tornado warnings.
Puck is cleared behind the red net. Oh, dangerous play out
very
front of her own
dangerous.
net. But she's showing the speed there is Hausberger. She reversed her field, still has it on her blade. 3-on-3, can't quite keep it on side. And it was Davidson trying to keep that right blade on the blue, and she couldn't do it, so we'll get called for an offsides. We'll bring it back outside the zone for a face-off.
Good hockey right now, 1-0 game, 4:35. And you know, one thing I've noticed in this game over the years, in this event, the goals come in bunches.
They do. Fallon, and it looked like Corshane to do the honors, and that was Team Flanagan coming away with it. Danielson clears it behind her net, goes up the right side of the boards. They still cannot clear the zone.
Centering, golden opportunity, it's going to go
we are
in.
locked up at one. A nice little wrist shot there to the glove side of the goaltender. And Casson couldn't quite get it. We are knotted up at one apiece.
Well, there was a centering pass. The puck got deflected, and then another opportunity, and she aimed for the far side and got the deflection in the net.
I believe that was Allegra Jenkins, if I'm not mistaken, Tom, on the wrist shot. We'll wait for the official call. But turnovers, Tom, turnovers and errors in any sport, when they will put you in a bind. And
another one in front. Almost an own goal.
And the goaltender once again was up for the challenge as Casson stood on her head there.
Yep.
They cannot clear the zone. 3-on-2 opportunity here. Casson again playing the angles.
Well, the defenses are really challenged in this game.
Back and forth we go.
This is great skating right here. Opportunity all the way down left wing with the shot.
They'll reverse it, but nobody there. Stolen is Addison Roy. She tries to gather it. Centering pass goes to Katie Millette. That was blocked away. Control taken by Team Flanagan. Puck reversal, center ice it comes. Nice job of stick handling there. Lost the handle to it, got it back. And that was Kate Tarr. We've said her name a lot, as well as Hausberger. They have some pretty good skills.
3 minutes left to play here in period number 1 in a 1-1 hockey game.
The zone is kept by Team King. Nice battle. Coming away with it was Farwell. She had it poked away from
that's
her.
a play to make right off the boards, but just could not get to the puck. And good defense. Little plays like that over in the corner right in front of the bench, because there was a breakaway waiting to happen if that pass had been made. Instead, it was knocked away. Here's a chance, but a 1-on-2.
Nice poke check there, knocked away. And it looked like Demain was going to walk in, but good defense by Team King. Lila Ron behind the net. uses the glass and the boards to her advantage. Zone is cleared, gathered up there by Bolio. And they'll reset. Having trouble in the neutral zone. Coming away with it was Demain. She cleared it in. Back behind the net went Ron. They cannot clear the zone. So Team Flanagan doing a nice job.
Oh.
One-timer, no soup for you. Behind the net it goes. Good stick handling here on the part of Bolio. Keeping the zone, looking for help. Backhand pass behind the net. Looking for help. Bolio again had it poke checked away from her. Team King trying to clear the zone. They can't get control of the puck. Bolio again from the right point. Slow pass into the middle.
Boy, this looks like a power play almost, doesn't it?
It does. Bolio will gather it. Center ice. She'll make a run down the right side.
Wow,
clear it in. She didn't have the numbers. She didn't have the numbers. They were doing a change.
And they're doing a line change, so she had to go down. But she had all that ice in front of her.
Don't forget these young ladies, you know, you go for 40 seconds or so before you come off the ice, sometimes a little longer. Nice stick handling there by Fallon. She dumped it in, comes away with it. Looking for help, circles around.
I never had that problem, sweetheart.
Green now gets
she
checked
has a
hard
hit.
into the
Wow,
boards.
She did. Took a hit.
She did. She
And
came away with it.
No call.
That was
And
Hausberger.
she gets a shot off. And,
So she stayed with the play,
Yeah,
but that was
exactly.
quite the physical.
boy, that sure was. She
Quite the
got
physical
nailed.
play.
That was a hard hit.
So we are locked up at 1 apiece, 14.4 seconds to go here in the first period. The draw will take place inside the Team King zone. It is won by Team Flanagan. Little wrister, redirect, no. They'll keep the zone. This is Tar, back up top. 3 seconds, 2. Shot at the goal, goes high and wide. We'll come to the end of the first period, Tom. We are locked up. Team King 1, Team Flanagan 1. For Team King, it was Allegra Jenkins out of Exeter and Lovell Academy. And getting on the scoreboard for Team Flanagan was Paisley Meyer, the Phillips Exeter product out of Greenland, New Hampshire.
Seacoast is ruling in this game so far.
Seacoast ruling. We will.
Yes.
We have our first guest of the evening here. We're going to be joined by Kensley Good, and Ken's put that headset on right there. Thank you so much for joining us. Ran into Kensley before the game. She was working the lead table there. What was your job there, Kens? Were you checking in the players?
Yeah, so I had to check in the younger girls, just ask for their name and tell them to sign
Your
the
dad
jersey
put you to
and all
work? Does he pay you for
Yeah.
that or no?
No.
So
He put her to work.
mean, it's
but
for fun.
First game 5 years ago. She didn't look too happy back then when she had to do it.
she had to do a lot of work. Talk to us a little bit. We talked to you about hockey, and we'll get to that. But talk to us a little bit about this game or these games and how they have changed over the years. What have you noticed in the last few years as you have grown with this game? What's one thing that you've noticed as a player about the talent here in the state of New Hampshire?
So I've been here for a few years, only playing the past couple years, but it's grown a lot. I mean, all the girls we all look forward to it every year, and then, I mean, even parents look forward to it, but seeing the game progressively go up through the few years, it's gotten more like comfortable, like we know what we're doing, like we have a set schedule every single year, adding things, getting rid of things, all that kind of stuff. Just to make everyone happy, make the players happy, and make it a night to remember for everyone.
Kensley, how tough is it when you haven't practiced with your teammates in this game? Because we saw a lot of one-on-one play here where the forwards would just bring the puck up the ice. They would look around for somebody to pass it to. There'd be nobody there, and they'd just take it themselves.
Yeah.
You play defense, but how tough is it? You know, you've got to worry about a breakout.
Yeah.
So all that. How tough is it not practicing with your teammates before this game?
I mean, it's pretty tough, but at the same time, it's a lot easier than you think. Being younger, it is harder because you don't know the girls as well, but I feel like as you get older, you get to you know everyone.
Yep.
I mean, the girls' hockey world's pretty small.
Sure.
So as you get older, you know everyone. So for my game, I pretty much know everyone. I know their playing style, even though I don't play with them all the time.
Sure.
I know enough about them for like breakouts and all that little things.
So that leads me to my next question, and that is, in the nightcap game that we'll see here tonight with the juniors and seniors, a game which you'll be a part of, you know a lot of these girls. You've played with and against a lot of these girls. You've seen their game. You know what they can do. Is this a more comfortable feel now for you, having played with these girls before?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I view this game as, more just have fun. I mean, obviously work hard, but have fun with my friends. I mean, all these girls, all from New Hampshire, so I've been growing up with them my whole life.
You talked about Cushing, going to Cushing, going into your last year at Cushing next year. Is that right? And what are the plans for you after next year? Is there some college interest? What's happening for you in that regards?
Yeah, so definitely. I'm in the recruiting process. Definitely going D3, top schools there. I got a few up there, definitely UMass Boston, Keene State. Been talking to them a little bit, but I want to do D3 and I want to play hockey and volleyball. So
good for you. Want a dual sport?
Yep.
Good for you.
I love
That's
both
great.
of them. So.
That's great.
Yeah.
Now,
good volleyball player.
Now, what? So when you talk about this game that we're going to see at 7 o'clock tonight, what are some of the things that, as fans that are tuning in for maybe the first time in this game, what is something that we should take note of? You know, if we're fans of the game, but maybe we're not as familiar with the girls' game as we might be the boys' game, what are some things that we should look for from the skill set of some of the young ladies out there tonight?
I feel like expect more than you think. I feel like people view girls hockey, especially New Hampshire girls hockey, not as high as we are. I mean, we are really good, all different levels, freshmen to seniors, we're all pretty good. But to all the parents, like something and the players, something I want to tell them is to just like make the most out of it. You only get one night a year, so make the most out of it, have so much fun, meet new people, do everything that we have to offer, all of that.
What have you noticed in your time here being a part of this? And obviously your dad kind of spearheaded this 5 years ago and making this night a reality. What's the thing that you've noticed the most in terms of the growth of the game? Not just this event here, but the growth of the women's game in general.
I mean, every year, girls hockey just grows a lot. I mean, you look at kids that are like 10 years old and they're like wow, like you're 10. So girls hockey, I mean, it's taken a hike. A lot of girls are doing it now. I mean, even little girls are here looking at us and being like, wow, like I want to be just like them, which I think is awesome. You
talk about New Hampshire hockey and how it's underrated around New England. When you go at Cushing, you feel you represent the New Hampshire hockey when you play there and let people know about it? Yeah, definitely. I feel like in the prep school world, it's really known, Cushing girls hockey. I mean, a lot of good schools, good hockey, so definitely in the prep school world it's very known. Not so much in the public, but definitely in prep.
So what happens now for you in terms of we're heading into the second period? How does it work for you? Will you go into the locker room, get yourself ready in between the second and third periods, and then does the coach go over certain like line changes and so forth with you guys? Is this because you don't get to practice right beforehand? This is all kind of on the fly, right?
Yeah, I'd say I go in about like 45 minutes early just to slowly start getting ready, and then usually towards the end of getting ready, like putting helmets on, like putting jerseys on is when coaches will come in. They introduce themselves, like either college players or like regular coaches here and there, but they kind of prepare us, tell us lines, and tell us like what's going to go on, like national anthem. They give us like the rundown of everything, and then at the end they all say, at the end of the day, just have fun. Which I think is really important.
Go ahead, Tom.
Hockey for the summer. After this game, what do you do? Where do you go?
So I do Elevate Tuesdays and Thursdays in the morning. I did them last year. It's just it's very one-on-one training. I've been with them for a bit now. It's awesome. And then here and there, I'll do tournaments like Beantown, Hockey Night in Boston, all that. I did the Chowder Cup recently, so yeah. And then showcases with any elite.
How does the training, aside from obviously there's a lot of on-ice stuff, but off the ice stuff, has there been a lot of talk about cross training? Has there been talk about weight room and things, dry land training to kind of keep your body up for all of these events that you do?
Yeah, so I think that is way more important than games or doing showcases. Throughout my years, I've noticed that skills is way more important than getting games in. So I try to do skills the most I can. Helps a lot. And then doing off ice workouts, very important. All of us do it. Here and there is really good for you. Much more important.
How much did you pay attention to the professional hockey league this year?
I mean, pretty good. I think
Games
it's
are right
awesome.
down at UMass Lowell, so
Yeah,
the Boston team.
I didn't get to go out, but
Yeah.
followed along. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was a good game, and we've had coaches that have played in those leagues before. So I'm curious as to whether that's going to happen down the road. It's
Yeah.
very well organized league.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I have one more question for you, Kensley, before we let you go and start getting your mind right. Talk to us a little bit about the multi-sport athlete. A lot of times in hockey, in basketball, certain sports, you're told to kind of specialize, and that's a word that it doesn't go mix with a lot of coaches and a lot of other sports. They oftentimes tell you to play as many sports as possible. Talk to us about your approach to that, because you're a volleyball player,
Yep.
you're a hockey player.
Yep.
How important is it for a young athlete to play more than one sport?
Yeah, so it takes a lot of time out of your hands. Doing hockey and volleyball, those are like the two sports that just don't go together. But I mean, grew up playing both. I love both. I don't really have a favorite. Hockey definitely I play more just because it takes more.
Yeah.
But volleyball I still love. That's why I want to play both in college. But it does take a lot. It takes a lot of your time. Takes a lot of training for both. I mean, you can't do them at once. It's kind of hard.
Yeah.
It's just two completely different sports.
Do you
but
do any volleyball work in the summertime?
here and there, like I'll do like beach, but
Yep.
other than that, no, it's all hockey.
All hockey.
All
Yep.
hockey.
Exactly.
And then I go back early to do preseason for volleyball.
Volleyball, right.
That's good stuff. So you're busy.
Yep.
So
Busy
this is
girl, but it's
this
worth
is
it.
like your summer work here, coming to help Dad
Yeah.
with the game, right?
Yeah.
Basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Essentially, aside from the hockey and the volleyball and doing this game, your summer's pretty much non-existent. one
Yeah, I
might say.
mean, here and there, I'll go on the boat. Go on
Don't
the
make
beach,
it too
but-
bad for her, Jason. Come on,
I
you
know,
know.
she's busy. She's busy. She's
Yeah,
busy.
well, you know what? It's better, right?
What do you want to study when you go to school?
Criminal justice.
Criminal justice.
And
Well,
psychology.
there it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Well, good for you. Kensley,
Thank you.
good. Want to thank you for joining us here
of course.
each of the last
Thank
few
you.
years, and good luck
Yeah.
in the game there this evening at 7 o'clock.
Thank you.
She is Kensley Good. She will be representing
And
in
we'll
the
be
junior
watching.
senior. Yeah, we will
Yeah.
be.
Yes,
So
we will.
thanks for joining us, Kensley.
You're welcome.
All right,
Of course.
Kenley.
Thank you.
And we will be back here for second period action in just a moment.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
And welcome back, everybody, to the start of the second period here of the 5th annual New Hampshire Girls High School Hockey Invitational, the freshman sophomore game between Team King in the red and Team Flanagan in the white. And we're 1-1 as we start the second period. And Jason Roby, it just seemed to me that it was a lot of one-on-one play, a lot not breakaways, but a lot of players moving down low, not settling for the wrist shot from maybe the top of the circle. They're going right down into the crease.
Well, we talked about the stick handling prowess of a lot of these young ladies. They have a lot of skill, Tom. And when you have a lot of skill, you want to showcase that, because that's exactly what a night like tonight is. It's an opportunity for these young ladies to showcase their talent.
Right.
And if that means stick handling down into the opponent territory in the crease and taking those opportunities, they're going to do it. And we've seen some young ladies that do have some afterburners and do have some stick handling abilities be able to do just that. And you mentioned it's a 1-to-1 game for Team Flanagan, the team in white. It was Paisley Meyer, the forward out of Phillips Exeter and Greenland, New Hampshire, lighting the lamp. And for Team King, it was Allegra Jenkins, a forward from Lovell Academy, calls Exeter home. And we are knotted up at 1, second period. A little gamesmanship here between, looks like Rowanek and
And one of the things I've seen was Team King in the red would go with the centering pass a lot while shooting from in front and trying to take it all the way down would be, rather than play behind the net, was Team Flanagan. And all right, in red is Team King, and right now they're going to try to break it out as they are going to go left to right. Having trouble getting it out of the zone. It's poked behind the net. And now it comes out, and here comes a breakout right now, and right
Nice
in
pass.
front. Nice pass all the way. The breakaway shot, a save.
Roenick went backhand, Tom,
Oh,
and
my.
what a wonderful save there by Serena Casson, up to the challenge.
Casson has had a good game so far. She's had a lot of shots on her. I think they've really, a lot of one-time centering passes that she's had to deflate, and she's done a good job with it. The one shot she was screened on, and it hit that far corner. And that's the goal. Here's a shot and a save again. Rebound goes behind the net. Back out in front it goes.
A nice
centering pass.
Nice opportunity there for Fallon, and another save by Casson.
But look at how much the play is behind the net for Team King. Not so much for Team Flanagan in this game, I don't think.
And they're starting to fill their zones relatively well on their breakaways here. And there's the stick handling we talked about. And again, it was a line change.
And Addison Roy trying to get it, trying to move it down low, but she was poked away. And now back comes Team King in the red.
This is Meyer with a 3-on-3 opportunity. Good stick handling there.
Down low, but nobody there in front. The momentum took them into the corner. Now it comes back outside. They're still battling for it in the corner. We haven't seen too much of this in this game, but now we're seeing it as the puck's still being kept alive, still loose, and now it's taken out by the white team, Team Flanagan.
Yeah, that was Meyer. She had it poke checked away from her, so able to keep the zone is Team King. And now they'll break away. Team King on the run.
Great opportunity there, and let's see, a delayed offside is being called, so it goes back the other way. Pass was off the stick. It wasn't where they wanted it to, and that's going to lead to a turnover. And the pass, shot, and a save right there. And puck goes into the netting as Casson makes the stop, and it goes high up into the netting, and that'll have a face-off down in the offensive zone.
Got to talk about Serena Casson a little bit, Tom, and she's certainly been challenged quite a few times here, and
she
probably
played high school hockey all year long for Team Bedford, and Bedford didn't have the greatest year, so she saw a lot of shots.
There it is.
Here's a breakout right now, trying to get it out in the zone. It's knocked to the side, and now Team King will try to get organized. They can't, and the puck is shot wide, but kept in by Team Flanagan.
They're able to keep the zone. Millette puts it on net. Bouncing puck almost found its way into the back of the net.
Almost, and a shot and a save and knocked into the corner.
Maybe losing it in traffic
and
just a little bit.
And that was one of the few outside shots that we've seen in this game.
It was a good job by Mackenzie Ayu to keep her eye on that bouncing puck.
Danielson has it right now. She's trying to keep it and get a breakout goal, but she can't. Kept in by the red team. Centering pass, no, intercepted. Nice interception by Meyer. Danielson, down to Meyer. Meyer, looking to shoot it. She does, and it goes high up, and there's no call there.
No call. I thought maybe
down?
it hit the net, but they said no.
No. Now Meyer again tries to center it, and nobody there. It just was just off the skate. Back into the neutral zone. Set back into the defensive zone. Poke check doesn't do it. Here comes Team King.
Both of these teams poke check real well, Tom.
They do. They disrupt the rhythm. But here's a loose puck in front, but no, not able to do it as it's knocked away, and taking it right there is Bolio. Alexine Bolio from Hudson. Fairly local. Plays for Lawrence. Does she play for Lawrence County? No, Loomis Chaffee.
There it is. Saw Carly Green on there getting some action on the puck. She'll chase it in. Puck gets dumped around. This is Madison
Green's had a
end.
tough time getting her shot off because she's surrounded by 2 or 3 players every time she's tried it. And not knocked to the ice last period. And offsides is called. We'll have a face-off outside the zone. We've got 12-14 to play here in the second period in a 1-1 hockey game.
You know, Tom, a lot of times when you see the individual talent like this and you're trying to make the case for yourself to go coast to coast, that is a recipe for having those offsides calls because you might not be looking for that open pass as much as you are trying to take it into the net. And there was one of those offsides.
Now a little breakout of 3-on-2, and it's knocked away. Loose down low and then taken there right away by number 15, Caroline Schmidt.
Fallon, Tom, excuse me, for Team King has had some nice opportunities, but they've thwarted her in front of the net, but it seems like only a matter of time before she breaks through maybe.
Well, you thought that too in the opportunities that they had. They were able to cash in on one of them for the 1-0 lead, but the way that the centering pass, the play behind the net for Team King, that led to a goal. Now they have to regroup at center ice to get onside, and here they come. And of course, we're watching hockey now, and it's almost fitting in a way, Jason Roby, because Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals.
7 of the Stanley Cup Finals.
It's still going on. It's June 24th.
Well, if you're a Florida fan, you probably felt like it should have been over a week ago.
With a shot, and it's saved. Rebound goes wide.
That went in through the crease. There was nobody home there for Team King.
Victoria Hausberger let it fly. Fallon now with it. And you know what I like about these jerseys? The names are on the back.
The names are on the back.
Oh, here's a breakaway.
Oh,
and the pass goes just too wide, too far, and goes down low, but still keeping it in is Team King. Rister, and a save by
Casson.
Serena Casson.
The Keene High School product up for the challenge.
That's right. She's from Keene, not Bedford. That's right.
She's from Keene. Saw that one off the stick.
Yeah, had a pretty decent team, if I remember right, this year.
Well, they got a pretty decent goaltender.
Shot is going to come up. It's going to be blocked. And now we have a
2-on-1 opportunity.
2-on-1. Here we go. Down low. Right in. Tipped off balance and a save made. Just a little off balance and off stride was Liza Demain.
One of the few times, Tom, we did not see an open rebound.
No, it was a good job. And what are we going to see here? We got a jailbreak.
We got a jailbreak.
They're going to call a penalty on that play, a tripping call.
So Mackenzie says, I'll just do it again. We'll see if she's up to the challenge. Demain
goes in. Yes, got it.
And what she did there, Tom, she got IU to commit to the forehand. She went back in
and boom.
Biscuit, basket.
And the thing was, she elevated the shot, too.
Yeah, she lifted it, and a nice job on that jailbreak goal.
And a 2-1 lead here with 10:40 to go. That'll be Demain on the power play jailbreak.
Again, both teams at full strength. Nobody goes to the penalty box in this one.
Time of the goal will go down to 7:20.
10:24 to go here. Team Flanagan up 2-1. Roy with a nice drop pass there, keeping the zone. Danielson.
They are just all over the puck. And on one play, that led to the penalty. 2-on-1, and they weren't able to convert. We found out why. They called a trip. Puck now against the boards, now in down low, and this is where they do it, and the backhander just goes wide.
She went short side, Tom. It was a great bid by Mann. It just went to the wide side, and a deflection in front, and guess who was there?
Casson.
Up to the challenge was Serena Casson, and she's been all kinds of busy.
Aren't any of these kids that are sitting there in shorts, aren't they cold? Gotta be. Michaela Savage has gloves on. She's got a winter coat.
You know what her nickname is, Tom? Yeah.
Well,
We call her Michaela Party at the Divvy Savageau. She's heading to Aruba.
Yeah, well, she doesn't feel like it right now, I'll tell you that. feels like more like Alaska. And Meyer, stick handling. Meyer's going to try to go in and see. That's what this team has been doing. They've been going right at the net, trying to get it right down low as quickly as they can.
That time the shot was bothered in front.
I don't think I've seen a single centering pass taken by this team.
A deflection.
Shot wide. Oh, almost.
A great bid to deflect
Right,
it.
if you're a goaltender in this game, you've got to be on your toes. You really do.
Well, and that's a great opportunity as that one
there's
gets
a
cleared.
clear,
We'll see.
No icing. The icing's waved off. All right, Team King with it. They were right away to the puck. I think Team Flanagan thought there was going to be an icing call. Referee said no, and there was nobody there going for it.
Roenick
down
had
in
to
the
go
corner.
just off of her blade. She would have had a nice opportunity there.
Now they get back defensively, and now they're smothering the puck against the boards. Still going at it.
Good job by Team King to keep the zone, though, Tom.
Yep. Us Kings are tenacious. Centering pass, shot, score!
An elevation on that shot, and what a pretty shot.
And a great feed, but a great shot, elevating it, and it's a 3-1
Well,
lead
and
all
I
of a sudden.
said it too, Tom. Guess who? A great feed, but Brooke Fallon
She converted.
knew that she was due. She has a lot of skill and found herself with the puck on her stick on the far side of the post and just elevated above Casson.
And it's a 3-1 lead.
2-2, Tom. 2-2.
No, 2-2. I'm sorry.
It's a ballet dance.
They're
It's 2-2.
They're more in sync offensively in my mind. The way they operate. They're passing a little bit better. The team in red.
Well, they've knotted things up. 8:04 to go in the second period. We'll be joined by Daryl Green in between periods.
Puck is
Saw
loose
Carly
behind the
playing
net. It's
here in
loose
this
in
one.
front. They got to get it out of there. They did.
Team King goal scored by number 10, Brooke Fallon. Assistant number 11, Laura Davidson. Time to go.
Boy, a lot of free skating here.
Wrister
Shot
deflected.
goes
Good
right.
save.
She did a great job. She held on to the puck. That was
Lila
Ron,
Ron. She
yeah,
was circumnavigating the globe
from
on that one.
Stratham and Cushing Academy, and they let her, and she got a shot off. You don't want a player to get a shot off in that situation. Here's a nice pass. Across the blue line they go. Now they go behind the net, loose in front, and it's taken now by Team King.
That was Evelyn Hepler was looking for someone, couldn't get it on the stick of her teammate, and back the other way comes Team King.
That's why I think the passing's just a little bit better with Team Red. They try to clear, they can't do it. They may pay for it here.
A nice move there, and showing great stick work was Brooke Fallon again. And a nice pass by Fallon, but it's whiffed on by Ron. It goes in the back of the net. Team Flanagan will try to clear it.
Up ahead.
Good poke check there.
Yeah. That was more than a poke check. She was right in front of her.
Tom King
She couldn't go anywhere.
touring for another jailbreak.
Oh, we love those jailbreaks, don't we? Braga tried to get it out, and it goes back in against the side, and now it's on the left wing side. Puck now goes behind the net, and Team Flanagan is going to try to get it out of there. Casson watching intently in goal. It does. It goes right out in front where they did not want it, and now it's taken away by Shane. Shane now feeds it in a shot, and it just goes over the shoulder.
That was a tricky one. Took
That
that
sure
angle
was.
away. Unfortunate there.
Goes over the shoulder of Ayu.
Team King.
Shot save. Casson rebound, goes wide. Behind the net. A lot of chances for both teams.
Yeah, a little back and forth now.
Yep. They're more in rhythm now. Here comes Domain. She's got a goal in this game already. Now it goes back the other way, and it gets deflected, and there'll be a whistle and a face-off.
5:32 to go here in the second period. We are knotted up 2 apiece. Team King with goals from Fallon and Jenkins. Team Flanagan, goals from Domain and Meyer. In between periods, we'll meet with former Nashua North Hockey coach Dale Green, also a all-millennium team or an all-decade team, I believe it was, for UMass Lowell. Also coached at UML at one time.
Goalie.
He was a goalie, and I think a goalie coach.
Trying to get it down in to Ronick. He couldn't do it. Here's Bolio. Bolio knocked away.
Tried to do a little toe drag there and a nice poke check.
Tried to fake her out, not buying it. And here comes a break. Esther.
Not sure if she would have been better suited to stay on the forehand instead of trying to drag the backhand.
Exactly, no doubt about it. And now it's taken away by Team Flanagan. It's just up and down they go.
Oh!
And a shot right there. Oh, my.
Tough angle.
That was Roy, I think. It was
Paisley
Roy
Meyer,
Paisley Meyer.
Paisley Meyer went in on the doorstep and was left with a pretty difficult angle.
Meyer, to me, has been the best player on the ice for Team Flanagan. We've called her name the most in this hockey game. Oh,
one-timer,
deflected,
wrister,
shot,
save.
And there she is again. No, won't happen.
Both of these goaltenders standing on their head here this evening, facing a barrage of shots.
2-2 game, 4:24 left to play here in the second period. I don't believe there's an overtime, in case you're wondering about that down the road. Oh, here we go, chipped ahead. It's gonna be 2-on-0, and a shot, and a save
She
by
tried
Casson.
to go 5-hole, couldn't do it. Beautiful pass.
What Casson did was she came out and cut the angle down.
Well, it was
unable to go was Ron. Ron tried to get elevated. She couldn't because there wasn't enough room.
Ron and Fallon, they'll do it again. And another chance for a one-timer. Same duo. This time not as good a look. They cannot clear the zone.
Hausberger from the top of the zone. Gets it down low. Puck is rolling. Loose in front. Shot saved. Knocked away with a stick.
That one went up over the top of the crossbar. They keep the zone.
Hausberger with a blast. No, doesn't make it. Blocked in front. And here's a breakout now by Team Flanagan. Boy, Team King put the pressure on. 3 great chances. Came up empty on all 3.
Fallon and Ron working some magic down there. Don't have anything to show for it.
Not at all.
And again, good goaltending by Cass.
Green gets spilled as she slipped. Now she's going to try to retrieve the puck. 1-on-3. Shot, and still gets the shot away. I think the defense has suffered in this game in terms of, okay, who's covering who's where. Because they don't practice with each other. And right there, getting a shot off was Team King. They're looking to do it again. Puck is cleared down the ice. I think there's going to be an icing call, and there is with 2:36 to play in a 2-2 game. But those back and forths right there between Ron and Fallon, I mean, they had great opportunities, but the save of the day by Casson, who cut the angle down, and Ron really had nowhere to go with that puck. She had to shoot it, and right on the shoulder. Another shot in front. Oh.
It was deflected in front and almost found the stick on the back doorstep.
You had a player right on the doorstep. And now it'll be taken away.
I think that was man if we look back at the replay. Back
now
the
here's
other way.
a chance, a 2-on-1. And deflected. Shot, score! Oh, they had an opportunity. And I think the puck just got away from IU.
Yeah, IU had it in her sights and was moving left to right in the goal mouth and just lost the handle to it. As knocking the puck in the net was number 36, Evelyn Hepler.
Well,
Brewster Academy.
The initial shot was blocked and it came back to Hepler and she fired it again. And IU had it, but it just seemed
she had
slide.
it, stick side. She had an open net and kind of put it in the middle, and I think that may have caught the goaltender off guard a little bit.
So it's a 3-2 lead.
1:52 to go here in the second period.
For Team Flanagan.
Nice move there by Morris.
Yep. Evelyn Hepler with the goal. The assist goes to number 13, Lexi Morris. At 14:55 of the second period, it's a 3-2 lead, and now they're going to try to see if they can take that with 1:20 to go and take that lead going into the third period, and maybe add to it. Centering pass in front.
Bouncing puck, fortunate.
IU tried to get a glove on it, couldn't do it. It goes back in the corner.
Team King lucky that
Now
one didn't
back
go in.
A shot taken there, tried to by Bolio, and it doesn't go anywhere. It'll come back out. And a wrister is high and gloved by IU, and she holds on with 51. I thought 5:10. I said no way. 51 seconds.
Get a line change here for Team King.
See, watching the game, calling the second period, keeps my eye off the Pizza Man sign and the Buffalo Wild Wings sign because I am starving. Shot goes wide.
Wrister from the point, no good.
Bolio's out at the point now. She's going to try another one, and she's got a clear shot if she can take it. Doesn't have it. Waited too long. Couldn't get the puck settled on her stick. Centering pass in front.
Centering pass, another opportunity missed there by Team Flanagan.
Team King trying to clear it. They finally do. No, steal.
Plays on sides, goes to the backhand, and
nice defensive play by Hausberger as she wrapped her up.
Hausberger looking for a holding call as it looked like her stick was being held by Danielson.
Shot.
Oh,
no,
held on
doesn't
to
get
it.
it off. She held on to it. Now she puts it on.
Through the crease, and as we mentioned, Brooke Fallon showing all kinds of skill there. 3 seconds, 2.
And that'll do it. Although they didn't sound the horn. They're still playing.
Extra hockey, Tom King. Extra hockey.
They're still playing. They didn't have the buzzer going. So that'll do it for the second period, everybody. We got a great game going here.
We do. Are they missing a goal up there, though, Tom?
Yeah, all of a
Team
sudden
Flanagan has 3.
Should be 3-2. Team
Should be
Flanagan
3-2.
up 3-2 on Team King. Yep. We'll be back with the second period. We'll be back with Daryl Green.
Daryl Green. Looking forward to talking to Coach Green. I believe, Tom, if I'm not mistaken, he is a Toronto Maple Leafs fan.
Is he really?
So I think he's from Toronto. So we'll have to maybe get on him a little bit.
I won't. You're
a Toronto guy?
I like the Maple Leafs. I'm not a big fan, but I like it.
It's 3-2. Team Flanagan over Team King. Third period forthcoming, and we'll be joined here by Daryl Green. And Daryl, kind enough to join us here on Nashua ETV. Jason Roby, Tom King, and a cast of thousands here on Nashua ETV. Daryl, want to thank you for joining us. I'm going to throw it over to Tom King to get us started.
First question, we're going to put you on the spot. Florida or Edmonton tomorrow night?
Ooh, that's a tough call.
Toronto is not an answer. You can't say
you can't
Toronto.
say Maple Leafs.
You can't say Leafs.
I'm going to go with Edmonton. I think they're rolling right now. I did see that Bobrovsky did not practice today, though. And his routine has been that he would have practiced on a day like this. So.
As a former goalie, you know how routines are, right? So you are a former goalie.
He's a
right?
defenseman, former defenseman. Former defenseman.
Oh, you said you were the goalie coach.
No,
Yes,
he was the goalie coach.
Yeah.
Am I right on that regard at UML? Am I close?
This
can all
to
be
the
edited
goalies.
in post-production. We can we do our homework here at
Goalies
Nashua ETV.
are usually goalie coaches.
You are
Jason.
Daryl Green, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right, just making sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I played D, and I can work with goalies, but I wouldn't say I was a goalie coach.
Yeah.
But
want to talk to you a little bit about your time playing at UML, your coaching at UML, and obviously at National North High School. But this game here tonight, we watched your daughter play the last couple of years, Carly Green, a Bishop Girton student athlete. Talk to us, Daryl, a little bit about the differences between the boys' hockey game and the girls' hockey game as you've seen it. Obviously, Carly coming up through the ranks and been a part of a hockey family, but what are the differences between the boys and the girls' game, and how have the girls kind of closed that gap in terms of the opportunities made available to them?
They certainly have. I agree with that. Watching the PWHL this year they play really hard, and I think the big difference is the girls aren't allowed to finish their checks.
Right.
but they still play physical and they still box out and they still fight for body position and they still essentially will play the body. It's not a body check, it's just body positioning, and I think it's a cleaner, more wholesome game minus
the checking and all the hitting and everything else. But ask your daughter about finishing checks. Well, she got leveled down here.
She did.
You know?
And it was fun to see because she is no saint out there. So
I love it.
She took it to the net. I wish she would have taken it to the net a little bit more there when she had that chance right after. But
does that speak to the focus of the game maybe being a little more skill driven? We're watching some of these young ladies out here skate circles around, good stick handling, because they can't finish their checks. So they really have to focus more on the skill development than they might be able to focus on the physicality of the game.
Yeah, they definitely, I agree with that. And the angling they're able to do, they'll angle the girl to the wall and they'll be able to take the puck, but they don't have to hammer her into the wall.
Right.
You know, although you do see it.
Seen it a little
case
bit.
in point tonight.
Yes. Yes.
Daryl, are you surprised at the growth of high school age girls hockey? Because there's a lot of prep school hockey that we don't get to see.
Yeah.
So are you surprised at the growth of it right now?
Yeah, it's you look at the New Hampshire, the NHIAA. I mean, there's probably like 4 teams every year that are usually towards the top of the standings and have a good program and have the numbers. And you know, personally, I'd like to see them maybe split into 2 divisions.
Yeah.
I think. Well, you watched the BG girls play Hanover. I mean, it would be nice to maybe see them play 2 or 3 times a year and have all the best teams playing each other 2 or 3 times a year. And then the bottom half would be playing, you know, their level 2 or 3 times a year as well.
Yeah, the one thing we see at that level is a lot of co-ops.
Yeah.
And a lot of co-op teams in high school girls hockey, you know, as there are in some of the lower divisions in boys hockey as well. And that keeps the programs alive. St. Thomas on the Seacoast, they've got, I think, Winnicott with them, and I forget who else. I mean, and then Portsmouth's got Oyster River, and so they all merge, and they all, you know, that's how they keep it alive. And, you know, it's funny, BG and Hanover did play twice this year, and they were both tough games, and actually saw each other a 3rd time in the semis. And,
yeah.
you know, injuries were a factor for BG this year. They just weren't healthy when they went into the playoffs.
Yeah, Hanover was hands down the best team in the state.
Right.
You know, they had the depth. They had like 10, 12 girls that could all play and handle the puck.
But it's funny, when it gets to that final game for Hanover, it's never been easy when they've won it in that final game. How much of that is because of the size of the ice rink in Manchester, the ice surface?
Yeah, well, 2 years ago when BG won, you could tell the ice was very soft, and I think it was definitely a slower game. I don't know. 2 years ago up in Concord for the semifinal game, it was a fast-paced game, and it was cold, and then you go into SNU Arena, and I think they probably put the ice in maybe a week before. You know, because there's not really a tenant there right now for hockey, so
that makes a difference. You can tell.
And it was a close score this year.
It was
in the final. I didn't watch it, but if I remember correctly, they played in the last week of the season, and it was a lopsided score in Hanover's favor. But then it was a close game in the final.
That's always tough. Always tough to pull off.
Daryl, talk to us a little bit about juniors in the boys game. A lot of kids that want to kind of take their game to the next level sometimes forego playing for their high school, and as a result we do have, as Tom mentioned, a lot of co-op teams and maybe a drop in some of the levels of competition, a lot of boys going to juniors. How is that or is that changing in the girls game as well? Do we see a lot of girls going to, you know, the private schools or the junior level to play that maybe we weren't seeing years ago?
I don't think junior girls hockey has emerged just yet. I think that the top end players have their club team that they've probably grown up playing for, and I think everybody kind of percolate, the cream rises to the crop, and they kind of, you know, play with girls with the similar skill level.
Sure.
And you know, I think they'll play for their club team, but they'll also tend towards going towards the prep school route with,
Sure.
you know, probably a little bit of a higher level of competition than like the NHIAA and even the MIAA
Sure.
for that matter.
Sure.
Are there more New Hampshire girls playing prep school, or is it more boys playing prep school? Do you think it's one or the other, or do you think that the talent level, the best players are going to go prep and they're not going to play high school?
It's for the boys or the girls?
Both.
Or both? Well, you look at the rosters tonight here. I mean, you pick out probably 34 on the white team. You know, she plays at prep school.
Right.
Number 2 on the white team plays at. Those are the best 2 players on that team.
Loomis Chaffee and Phillips Exeter.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then
Folio and
on the
Meyer.
other team, and you can see it that they got the 2 Cushing girls
Yep.
and
Yeah, Fallon's out
Davidson
there.
from Assabet together. That, you know, they stand out. You know, almost all prep school players.
When you coached at North, did you lose anybody to prep school that you thought that you would rather have on that roster? Do you remember?
No, I don't think we did.
Yeah.
No, we had Brennan Robbins.
Robbins was a
Right.
good player.
Was
played
a
UMaine,
freshman.
right?
He was
Yeah,
a
that's
freshman,
right.
and
Yeah,
he
that's
was.
right.
Yeah,
He
he
was one of-
later went prep.
You know-
He
you
later
know-
went prep school, but yeah, I believe.
Yeah, no, he
Like his
he
junior
went
year?
the junior route.
Yeah,
he
your
played
junior route. That's right.
Yeah,
With junior,
he played
sorry.
junior hockey
After his sophomore year.
after
if
his
I'm not-
sophomore
yeah,
year.
Right.
Yep. But you know who played on our team that year was Kevin McGowan.
Yes,
Okay.
that's right.
Sure.
Yeah,
You
the
know,
baseball player. Yeah.
made it to the MLB.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
He did-
we talked to Kensley Good about the importance of being a multi-sport athlete, because you get different ways. First of all, you train different muscles differently. You get a different types of coaching. You get different scenarios, postseason scenarios. You know, you might not ever make the playoffs until your senior year in hockey, but maybe you've been in the playoffs in baseball every year.
Yeah.
So you don't have that pressure because you've been there, done that. And McGowan, one of those kids.
Yeah.
Kensley Good, one of those kids, being a multi-sport athlete.
Yeah.
How important do you feel being a multi-sport athlete is for the development of these kids?
Yeah, it's very important, and if nothing else, you get a break from the sport, you know, that is quote unquote your number one sport. Yeah. I think, you know, my son, we just left his baseball game. He loves playing baseball, and you know, Carly plays field hockey as well. So, yeah, I mean, you look at the kids around Nashua North that play the 3 sports. You know, they're
a lot of success there.
yeah, and
A lot of
that's what it's
success
about. You want to play and have fun and compete and represent.
Yeah, they're kids. We always
Yeah.
forget, you know, that they're kids. You know, they want to play. They want to play something.
Yeah.
So that's a chance to do it.
A last question from me. You know, it was a long year for you, Nashua North High School, and teaching in the classroom. Got any big plans for the summer here besides following the kids around?
Summer school.
Summer
in a
school, you
week.
coach? Okay,
yeah.
you got summer school next week. All right.
For my boss, Principal Dante Larende.
Dante Larende
Yeah,
is the principal
yeah.
for summer
So,
school.
Is
in
he
Nashua.
really?
He is.
Yeah.
He wears a lot of hats, let me tell you.
Do you know who he took over from?
No.
Me.
You?
Me.
You were the principal.
And,
My
The
God.
principal.
Oh,
My God.
goodness.
Also wearing many hats. Daryl Green, want to thank you very much for joining
no
us
problem.
here in between periods.
Yep.
Daryl's daughter, Carly, out skating here tonight in
And
the
she's
first
still
of 2
a
games.
better quote than Daryl Green.
You did a great job, Daryl. All right. The former UMass Lowell all-decade team defenseman, Tom. I did think he coached goalies when he was at UML.
Goalies coach goalies.
I thought maybe he did. I
Come
got it wrong,
on,
but I
what
knew
are
he
you
was an
doing to me?
all-decade team
What
guy.
are you doing to me here?
And a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. Sorry about that, but Daryl, nice enough to join us. His daughter out on the ice here, getting ready for the third period of action. It is 3-2. We'll be right back for the drop of the puck in the third period.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
And welcome back to the 5th annual New Hampshire Girls High School Hockey Invitational. I'm Tom King along with Jason Roby. It is I got to check the score here and make sure they got it right. They got 3-2 on the board, so we were right.
Team Flanagan, the team in white, enjoying a 1-goal lead here, heading into the final frame. And a good game, Tom, so far.
You know what's screwing me up is they've got, now they've got team, because they had Team Flanagan on, they put the 3 on the other side, where the white team in the uniform usually is the visiting team.
It is Team Flanagan up 3-2, though, right?
And now they have it as guest, and that's where they are, 3-2 lead. Take it away, Jason.
All right, we are in for 17 minutes of fantastic fun here. A 3-2 game. We do not think there is overtime should the score be tied. Before we head to the 7 o'clock game between the juniors and seniors, still about 16.5 minutes to go here as Team King trying to clear the zone. This is Hausberger. Lost it in front of the net. And a new goaltender, I believe, and that is River Grady. Deflected in front.
It's gotta be
Never
tough.
made its way to the goalie.
Got to be tough for a goalie to come in here after watching the first 2 periods.
Amherst Danielson on the doorstep.
It's still loose.
Can't get it. Another one and a glove save there. And you say it was tough, River Grady. Been there, done that.
The tough part for her was to find the puck, right? There were 5 bodies there. She had to find the puck and anticipate that shot. And she makes a quick glove save.
2 complete line changes here. Ready to drop the puck. No one in the circle to take it. Good squatting stance there by the official. Puck goes into the corner, battled for. Trying to clear the puck is Team King. They do just that. Making her way out with it is Ron. Ron and Fallon had something going in the middle of the 2 periods. Good stick work there. Poke checked away. They cannot clear the zone. Wrister, no good. Another save there.
Almost got kicked to the corner.
Puck gets cleared. They'll have to reset. This is Jenkins battling for it. Has it taken away by Meyer. And now Meyer will give way to Bolio. Bolio has her puck stolen. Center ice now. That was Fallon. Over the blue line. Poke check away. Came away with it. Went with a backhand. Was blocked. She got control once again on net. This one goes. Another one goes through the crease. Can't find the back of the net, and coming away with it is Bolio. She'll circle around. Poke check gets to her. 2 red shirts there, causing interference. Nice job of skating and clearing the zone on her own is Corshane. And now a 2-on-2, 3-on-2 late opportunity for Team King. Open teammate, tough angle. It was a nice wrister taken there by Farwell, but had Davidson all alone on the back post.
Yeah, they had Davidson alone, and then they had a player in the middle. It went, tic-tac-toe. They could have done that. They had enough time to do it, but they took the shot right away instead.
Face-off won there by Team King. They keep the zone.
Shot coming up.
High wrist shot goes wide over the right shoulder, stick side. Zone is cleared. Back the other way comes Team Flanagan. Little dipsy-do, how do you do? Poke check away. Trying to clear the zone. That goes into the bench area. Whistle blown for a face-off. 14:24 to go in this one. A 3-2 Team Flanagan lead. Jason Roby along with Tom King calling all the action for you on Nashua ETV. Michaela Party at the Divvy Savageau. Dylan get to the Chopper Smith, and Pete Pete Johnson all on board here for what should be another exciting night of girls all-star hockey here at the Tri-Town Arena in Hooksett. Play is onside, knocked away. No offside call. It did look like it was beyond the blue line, but tough to see. The official on the far side. Back the other way comes Team King. Skating now, 2-on-1 potential. Nice pass, should have stayed on the backhand. Late goes up into the chest, and a nice save there. Stonewalled at the gate.
Yeah, but a nice recovery to get the shot off. I thought the puck was going to go off her skate. Instead, she makes a nice recovery, reels it in with her stick, and puts a quick shot on goal. But again, the saves are made.
Well, Team King trying to knot this thing up at 3, and Team Flanagan, goaltender, up for the challenge. Puck goes behind the net. Trying to clear the zone. Poke check taken away there. Team King will reset. And that one, and there's an example of just not maybe playing a lot with your teammates and knowing where they're going to be, when they're going to be there. Having trouble clearing the zone is Team King. They'll try again. Hausberger now behind the net. She'll change direction, looking for a teammate, finds her. Puck is wrapped around. This is Rowanek trying to clear it up. Can't clear the zone. Once again, Rowanek.
Now, Rowanek tried to body her off, but didn't succeed.
Hester tried to get it in, and puck clearly goes back the other way. Team King will try again, winding up, but there are 4 white shirts there.
Yeah, there's a partial line change. But now,
nice drop pass. Oh, had the wrister decided not to take it, and a good opportunity there for Ron, but she didn't pull the trigger.
I don't think she had a clear shot.
They'll keep the action in the zone. They'll reset off the stick, off the skate, and cleared back behind the net. Action is fast and furious here in the third period. Cleared out to Souza. Souza had it taken off of her stick and back the other way. Comes Demain, and a save there, kicked away. Demain stays on the puck. She'll wrap around to the right side. Back up to the point. This is Bolio. She has it knocked away. A good play there on a 50-50 puck. Hester came away with it. Battle in the corner just beyond the blue line. Play is onside. And tripped up, and Team King will try to get the puck out of the zone. Good forechecking here by Team Flanagan, making life miserable for Team King.
Well, River Grady is doing a great job too for Team King, making that save, cutting down the angle. But boy, they are putting some pressure on though.
Jenkins showing some good stick handling skills and good skating skills, but puck will go behind the net, and coming away with it is Team Flanagan. 3-on-2 possibility here. Good poke check, and now the numbers game works in the favor of Team King. Drag pass, wrister.
5-hole, nope.
Skate, glove save.
It looked like 5-hole was there and didn't make it.
It was a great save, and I think that's Carolyn Schmidt, if I'm not mistaken, Tom. A couple of nice saves by her.
So we've got 2 new goalies in the game for the third period.
She's at the Tiltons. I think it's Schmidt. Wait a second. No, it's not. It's Madison Byer.
Still Byer? Okay.
Out of Pinkerton, yes.
Oh, Byer. Let me tell you something about Byer at the next whistle.
Madison Byer has had a couple of really nice saves here.
And you don't get too many whistles in this game. We haven't had too many face-offs. The action's been constant.
Oh, they could have caught a partial change, but good poke check by Farwell.
I saw Byer make 80 saves.
In a game?
Against Girton.
Wow. Well, she's here for a reason.
And Pinkerton won in overtime.
80 saves.
80
that
saves.
Must be some kind of a record, Tom.
80 saves. I from what I understand, she made more in a game earlier in the year.
That is unbelievable.
You know? Yep. 80 saves. I mean,
she probably slept well that night.
Girton, it was a Sunday afternoon. Girton just put the pressure on, and they lost in overtime.
Madison Byer, the goalie out of Pinkerton Academy, calls Candia home. Has had a good third period thus far. Both goalies have. Still locked up at 3-2, 9:57 to go. Puck in front of the crease, no. Another shot on net is deflected into the netting behind the goal, and we'll do it all over again.
Puck got directed.
And the fans go crazy.
Puck got there they go.
There they
right
are.
In front of us. There we are.
Good attendance here for the first of 2 games that we'll be calling for you tonight on Nashua ETV. Jason Roby and Tom King calling the action for you. Back the other way comes Team King. Nice pass across, goes to the backhand, back to the forehand. Nice save there. And Beyer standing on her head here in the early going of the 3rd period. Hausberger, she'll reverse. Now dump it back in. Gathering it up there is Danielson. She'll battle for the puck. It gets wrapped around. She comes back away with
Watch
it.
out.
To the point, they keep the zone, they lost it.
They lost it.
Jumped over the edge of her stick.
And that's where this team is dangerous, is behind the net where they set up.
Calderera wraps it around the back. Ooh, a spill there at the blue line.
Right in front of us.
Coming back the other way now is Man. Man to the backhand. She'll reverse direction, looking for help. Poke checked away. Into the corner it goes. And they can't clear the zone. Hausberger's not shy. She'll
blocked.
Get some graphite on that, and back the other way it comes. Hausberger will gather it in and start on the attack. Round and round we go.
Looking to try to get a breakout. 8:28 to play.
Yeah,
you don't want to waste too much time because time is now not on your side. An open net was on the left side. They couldn't get it there.
Nobody was on that back post. Another missed opportunity, but back the other way again. Another save goes deflected off Glove's side, maybe off her shoulder. Play stays on sides, down into the corner it goes. Oh, and a funny bounce there. Another wrister deflected in front.
This is tenacious.
The skip pass across the way, gathered in there by LeBreton. LeBreton got it over. And a lot of stick handling here by Bolio.
Yeah,
Bolio looking for an open teammate. Puck is deflected in front. They'll keep the zone. Nice work by Brennan. Puck again cleared around.
By Team Flanagan just putting the pressure on. They're getting players with some space and some open ice, and that's helping them.
Bolio and LeBreton now working. It goes behind the net. Looked like it was number 36, I believe.
And that shot just flung it from the corner, and it got on the goalie's stick. But no icing is needed as Team
Little
King
drop
brings it
pass
out.
here. Shot, save, and a beauty. And we will have a face-off as another save. I don't think she'll see 80 of them tonight, Tom, but
no,
she sure is getting her fair share here in the 3rd period.
Yep, Beyer does the smart thing right there and gloves it. Couldn't corral it right away or get it knocked to the corner, so she decided to put the glove on it and force the face-off.
Team
Always a smart
Flanagan
play.
trying to get that 2-goal advantage, and they just can't seem to do it. And
they put a lot of pressure on, though.
They
You
sure
know
do.
what? The thing is they keep putting the pressure on. It's the time.
and here comes some more pressure.
Yep.
And another save there. Rebound gobbled up, put in front of the net. And a good job by the backside defense protecting the far post.
Boy, welcome to the game, right? For River Grady, welcome to the game.
Braga now had the puck taken off of her stick.
We didn't see this pressure from Team Flanagan the entire game.
No. Danielson will wind up. She'll take it back the other way behind the net, looking for help. She'll use the boards and find Domain. Domain couldn't keep it on her stick, so Souza will dump it back in the zone. Puck wraps around the backside of the goal on the far side. The zone is kept. Team Flanagan now.
Nice centering pass.
And another save there by Madison Beyer.
Beyer just showing exactly
Beyer is on fire.
She's showing how she made those 80 saves against
And
Girton.
another one. And they're just putting everything on net, and Beyer up for the challenge.
Yeah, I bet Carly Green is glad if she's on the same team with Beyer this time. Because Green was putting a lot of pucks on her in that game against back in February, in late February. I believe it was President's Day weekend.
80 shots, Tom. That's got to be some kind of a record.
It was incredible.
Winning the face-off is Team Flanagan now. But the puck is taken off, and now an opportunity there. Another save by Beyer, and a backhand gets blocked in front. 3-on-3 opportunity here. That was Addison Roy trying to make things happen. In front it goes, no one there. Taking off the puck. is Team Flanagan, and Team King will try to clear the zone, and they do.
5:25 to play in the hockey game. 3-2 the lead for Team Flanagan, team in white.
Millette on the puck now, just over center ice, attacking the blue line. She'll dump it in and chase it. Finds the stick of Kate Tarr, wrapped around the side. Played there by Millette. A good battle in the corner. Goes off the side of the net. And Team Flanagan will come away with it. Slap shot from the point. Little line drive goes off the webbing of the glove and back the other way skates Team King. Little drag wrister. That one goes high and over the glove side of the goalie. Wraparound attempt is no good. Zone is kept. I think that was McNelly.
Bad turnover.
The zone again.
When you get a 1-goal lead, you don't want to turn over like that. Neither does your goalie.
Wrister.
Oh, and they bodied her off the puck. No call.
Well, another good job there by recognizing time to swallow it, hold it, and get a face-off called.
Thought they would have called interference on that play, or a holding.
Well, they're letting them play, Tom. They are letting them play.
Yep, holding would have been the call there.
We are seeing a real good game here. 3-2, Team Flanagan ahead. They cannot clear the zone. Team King trying to tie things up here. 4:02 to go in the third period. Behind the net now. Reversing direction was Cassidy Libby. Can't keep it in the zone. Flanagan is on the run now. They give it up. And that was Calderara showing some good speed skating efforts there, but taking off the puck in the front, and what a save! No, you may not enter the kingdom of net. Hester battles for it. Libby battles for it. They keep the zone.
Again, the thing that Grady's got to watch for is where is the puck? Well, she sees it right now. Here's another one coming up, and it's blocked.
And some great opportunities here for Team Flanagan, but stellar goaltending. Can't clear the zone. They'll try to reverse it, and they do. Team King moving right to left, but they can't get it over the blue line. Puck goes high and wide over the outstretched arms of somebody from Team Flanagan. Not sure who it was, didn't get a number, but they keep possession. Trying to get a 2-goal advantage. Running out of time is Team King. Keep our eyes on the goaltender, Tom, as we get close to a minute.
2:36 to play. Shot.
Wrister high off the glass, no good. A laser beam.
To see all this pressure, what it does is it takes away from the opportunity for Team King to make a run. But now here they go with
Fallon. As you say that, Fallon down the left side. Wrister save and a beauty, good positioning. Held there by Madison Beyer, and a faceoff will come to the left-hand circle. 2:19 to play here in this one. But if Team King can come back and tie this one up, we'll look at that last barrage of saves from Team King. Wrister deflected in front on the doorstep. No, the zone is kept. Jenkins puts it back behind the net.
Got to be careful not to screen Beyer if you're her defenseman. Got to make sure you keep the puck out of the corners.
You have Ron and Fallon on the ice at the same time, and they're a formidable duo.
Yeah,
we'll see if they can get something
going.
going.
They've got their offense going here, and they've got the puck.
Wrister, backside, no! Good opportunity, goes just beyond the blade.
And they haven't pulled the goalie, which surprises me.
1:44 to go.
I don't think they're going to do it. Because it's an all-star game, I don't think they're going to try to do it. Because she's not even looking, right?
And now a breakaway.
Oh, here we go.
Backhand save and a beauty in the net. It goes on the follow.
How did they get the follow up? Because Grady had almost had the puck smothered.
It was a great save, but never giving up on the play.
Wow.
Team Flanagan And that will, I believe, Tom, that is Brooke Nelson on the goal there for Team Flanagan. And that is the insurance that they needed. They are ahead 4-2 here,
Nelson
1:25 to go.
From Concord Valley Junior Warriors, but I don't know how she got that shot away. The only thing that Grady could have done was try to glove the puck, and she couldn't reach it.
Well, Grady had a nice initial save,
Oh,
and she's really kept King, King in this third period.
Yep.
But Madison Byer, her goalie counterpart on the other side, doing some nice work as well. Good job, all four goalies really, Tom, here this evening. 1 minute to go now in regulation, 4-2. Team Flanagan with a 2-goal advantage. They will not pull the goalie because it is an all-star game. Back the other way comes Team Flanagan. This is Domain down the right side. The wrister is blocked. Trying to clear the zone, and that's really the difference here. The inability of Team King to clear the zone in the waning moments of the third period.
Liza Domain with the assist on the goal, 28 seconds to play.
Back the other way now, a little drag, and behind the net it goes. That was Kate Tarr looking for some help.
I thought when they tied it up, King had all the right ingredients and they had the momentum, but Team Flanagan has dominated in my mind this period.
And that is going to do it here, Tom, for our freshman and sophomore all-star game. Team King and Team Flanagan. A round of applause by the fans in attendance here tonight. They saw a good one as Team Flanagan behind goals from Domain, Meyer, Hepler, and Nelson will come out on top, 4-2. Goals from Team King coming from Fallon and Jenkins. We saw great goaltending, Tom, here tonight. We saw great skating, great skill development, a really well-played game by both of these teams here tonight.
An up-and-down game, and as you would think, the defense really kind of wasn't in sync, but the goalies were kept busy. Great offensive play. A lot of skating up and down. We love the jailbreak on the power plays, and we'll see more of the same in Game 2. But the final score here in Game 1 of the freshman-sophomore game of the 5th annual New Hampshire Girls High School Hockey Invitational. It is Team Flanagan 4 and Team King 2. For Jason Roby, I'm Tom King. For our executive producer, Pete Johnson, Michaela Savageau, and Dylan Smith on camera, both of them. Thanks for watching, everybody.
So standing at center ice, we want to welcome Todd's Brooklyn Wildcats to present the awards, trophies, for the freshman of the game, sophomore of the game. For the freshman of the game, from Team King, Brooke Fallon. And for the sophomore of the game, also from Team King, Parker Roenick. Okay, so now here comes the challenge. Everybody needs to squeeze into the center circle so we can get a team picture. Both sides, one of these mob shot kind of deals. We're facing the bleachers, so the parents, yeah, you can get your phones out too if you want to. But remember, the guy with the good camera gets the first picture. So squeeze in if you can, get in as close as you can. We need to try and get everybody into the center circle. Well done, folks. That concludes our freshman-sophomore game.